Sushmita Sengupta, updated, July 18, 2018 14:03 IST. Eat your greens, your mother would always tell you as a child. The excuses by which you tried to escape the same, perhaps call for a chronicle of its own, but the truth remains that greens are an essential part of a healthy and balanced diet, and are a treasure trove of antioxidants and minerals required for a variety of our body functions. Cabbage is one such veggie which may not enjoy the best of reputation, especially amongst children, but is in fact one of the healthiest additions to your diet. The green, leafy wonder helps clear blood, promotes skin health, aids digestion and is also a mild diuretic. According to the book, Healing Foods by DK Publishing, cabbage is an excellent remedy to heal ulcers. Cabbage contains ample amounts of vitamin U, or S-methylmethionine. Vitamin U heals stomach and duodenal ulcers quickly. Consuming cabbage regularly may also prove beneficial for the health of your liver. Cabbage helps production of glutathione, which happens to be the most significant antioxidant produced internally by the body. Cabbage is packed with antioxidants, especially vitamin C and K, that helps keep the skin healthy and supple. Cabbage is also rich in sulfur, which helps keep the gut healthy. Rich in fiber, cabbage also helps aid bowel regularity. Also read Minest and Best Cabbage Recipes. Cabbage contains ample amounts of vitamin U, or S-methylmethionine, from stews to stir-fries, to salads. There are many dishes where you can use cabbage. Since there are many who think it is a difficult veggie to cut, chop and manage, cabbage does not often find its place in a variety of preparations. However, shredding cabbage is not that difficult. Here's your go-to guide on how to chop cabbage. How to chop a cabbage, easy ways to chop and shred your cabbage. 1. First of all, remove all the damaged and wilted leaves that are there on the outside. Make sure you only remove the leaves that have begun to turn brown or have holes. Once you remove the first 2-3 leaves, the remaining leaves should be tough and good to use. 2. Now rinse your dry cabbage well, under running water for about 5 minutes. This is a very important step. The dirt, germ and pesticides would not leave the veggie until you wash them clean. Rub the cabbage with clean fingers before you start cutting them. In fact, it is also a good idea to wash your cabbage again in cold fresh water after you have shredded them. Also read Cabbage Soup for clear and flawless skin. The dirt, germ and pesticides would not leave the veggie until you wash them clean. 3. Take a chopping board and place your cabbage on it. It would be easier for you to chop the cabbage if your knife happens to be longer than the width of your cabbage. 4. Hold the cabbage firmly against the cutting board. Cut through the center of the cabbage in one motion. Cut the cabbage in 4 quarters. If you happen to see a wormhole in your cabbage, soak the cabbage in lukewarm salt water for about 20 minutes, and then take it up again. This would further help to ensure your cabbage is pest-free. 5. Now it is time to remove the white core. The tough white stem is usually not used in preparations and removed in the shredding process itself. Hold the quarter of the cabbage vertically. You will see a V-shaped core at the base of the cabbage. Slice off the stem in one diagonal cut. Cut the cabbage in 4 quarters. 6. Next, you can cut your quarters into half too. You would now have 8 small wedges, which would make it easier to chop the cabbage. 7. Place the wedge on your cutting board in a way that the flat part of the cabbage is against the board and the round bit is towards you. Now start, pick the side you are comfortable with, slicing the cabbage into thin strips. Go as far as you can till the other end, until the remaining wedge becomes small and difficult to manage. 8. Take the remaining part of the wedge, place the flat part of it against the board and slice it the same way. Do so, until the entire wedge is shredded. Also read -7 Amazing benefits of cabbage juice, the new health tonic. Place the wedge on your cutting board in a way that the flat part of the cabbage is against the board and slice it into thin strips. 9. Now you would have thin long stripes of shredded cabbage. To manage them better, slice the shreds in half horizontally to shorten them. 10. Collect all the shreds together, and for the last time, run your knife vertically along the shreds. This would give you thinner shreds which are easier to cook. Don't slice them too thin, otherwise they might get burnt during your stir-fry preparations. 11. Now, collect these shreds in a bowl or a strainer. Chop cabbage thinner shreds which are easier to cook. 12. Repeat the same with other mini wedges and collect all the chopped cabbage together. Now that you have all the tips on how to chop cabbage, waste no time and start chopping already.